Hey everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sean.
And we watched a movie.
Yes, we did.
It just dropped on Amazon Prime, actually, and it's called Chemical Hearts. You may have read the book called Our Chemical Hearts. It was somehow important to take out the hour for the movie by Krystal Sutherland. It took me a little minute watching this movie before I remembered that I had read this book, and probably not that long ago. It was probably during this quarantine. You may remember I did a very big series on books being turned into movies. I read a lot, guys. I read more books than I watch movies.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
If you can believe that, yeah.
It is true. It's unbelievable.
So I have read this book. It's kind of, young adult fiction, and it's that kind of movie. Lili Reinhart plays the mysterious new girl in school who walks with a limp and has a tragic backstory. Austin Abrams plays Henry, the guy who can't resist her. I do wonder if this is only a movie trope, just the mysterious, wounded, tragically beautiful new girl being so... Everybody wants her. I feel like in real life, people don't want broken people.
Well, and especially with being the new person, I feel like you tend not to be sought after in general. Okay. You're just sort of over there somewhere, and you sort of have to distinguish yourself.
Okay. So, Lili Reinhart plays Grace. She has just come into this new school and is appointed co-editor of the paper, which Henry has been working towards his entire school career. Now he has to share it with the new girl.
Oh, well, that's probably a good opportunity for him since he's so smitten.
Well, true. Is he a little bit annoyed? Yes. Also, this girl is so mysterious. She has almost no social media presence. It's really hard. He's trying to stalk her online, and it's hard to dig up the goods. But what we eventually learn is that the limp is from a car accident she was in, and so she's got some pain behind her eyes, which we know because she's not wearing makeup or brushing her hair anymore. Gotta love that when they do that to beautiful women and they make them plain.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Anyway, so he is desperately in love with her, and she's like, no, I can never be in love again. Because, of course, her boyfriend died in the accident. So she is mourning her boyfriend / maybe falling in love with the new guy, but pushing him away because she feels guilty, and she's sad, and she has survivor's guilt. But then there's a new guy, and there's kissing, but she shouldn't, and don't fall in love with her because she's not available emotionally. So there's that whole push and pull, and little Henry is not as experienced as she is, and so even though she is sending up some really big red flags, all he can see is boobs. He can't do it. He can't quite make that leap of, should I go there? Maybe not. All he's asking is, can I go there? God, I hope so. So this movie is not overly good, I would say. I mean,
what a nice way of putting it.
I thought the book was better, and I missed. Once I realized it was a book that I'd read, I started remembering the book a little bit and missing some key parts of the book, mostly Henry's friends, who, make the story a little bit bigger and a little more interesting of just this little coupledom that's fledgling and burning itself out very quickly. His friends add not just support to the character, but they add to the story generally, and they are there as background characters in the movie. I don't know if their parts got cut or if they just never got parts in this new movie. And I missed him having that. Him having other young people around to talk to about relationships and whether this is normal. And how many times you should stop your girlfriend from committing suicide before it's too much. Because it's a lot. So it's one of those little tragic teen romances. Doesn't do a lot to distinguish itself, but if you are in the mood for a weepy movie, this one is gonna fit the bill. It did really, I have to say, it did really make me think about what a leading man is today as opposed to every other day of the year of this century, of last century. Because little Austin Abrams, he's not a classic leading man. But I think he might be a classic Generation Z leading man, which is interesting to just see how these things have evolved. So we have been adjusting to the millennial leading man for some time. And, you know, I was thinking about Adam Driver and Robert Pattinson and these guys who are less about the six-pack. You know, it's a different kind of... I don't know if it was Anakin Skywalker who made this list. I feel like we got away from the, like, typical...
Yeah, we went emo.
You know, we went emo. Life has gone emo.
Yeah.
You know? Woo.
Emo isn't even a thing anymore because it's just like
no, it
every
isn't,
day
everyone
it's so
is.
regular. Yeah.
Yes. It's a new kind of man, a sensitive man. I know you know nothing
I
about
know nothing
this.
about
no,
it.
Of course
No.
not. You're too old.
I'm too old.
That's why we are a weird couple, because somehow I have to find Generation X over here attractive. And he doesn't know about, like, skincare.
No.
But it did make me think of this scene in 21 Jump Street. Pardon me. Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill go back to high school, and they meet with millennial leading man Dave Franco, the epitome of millennial in this film. He's wearing his backpack with 2 straps. He cares. They care. These people, they care.
Yeah, it's not cool.
And it just, like, it slapped them in the face. They had no idea what was cool anymore because the nerdy people are now the cool kids.
It's all backwards.
So that's what millennials did to leading men. Generation Z, as I would say. I mean, I think they'll probably get another name eventually. I don't know that this is the one we're going to stick with.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't end up being, like, pandemic related. But it might.
It might.
But
We're
these
lazy
new
like
guys,
that.
these new guys are, like, they're socially conscious, they're environmentally aware, they are, you know, full of causes, they don't like labels, you know, it's not even a leading man anymore, it's just a leading person because we don't see gender, it's a construct. You know, it's great. It is great. I love this.
It's progress.
So I was thinking about Finn Wolfhard and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And of course, Noah Centineo, who was body shamed on Instagram. And I think they must have been body shamed by, like, old women for not having abs.
Oh.
But of course, everybody piled on and said, "How dare you?" And that's the thing. They don't need to have, little kids, 20-year-old men can have dad bods already. They're the ones who invented the saying dad bod. You know, we didn't call it dad bod, we just put on a t-shirt. You know? It's called just letting yourself go and sliding into the middle-aged pudge. That's so it really made me reflect on what these leading characters were going to be like and how they have continued to evolve and change. And yeah, I mean, this guy looks anemic. He's mopey. He kind of reminded me of almost like a better dressed Kurt Cobain. Like, he just had, like, kind of the limp, greasy hair and, like, that sort of actually hungry look about him. But it's just like he doesn't go to the thrift store to find these clothes. These clothes are actually very high-end looking thrift store clothes. So it's, you know, the millennials went with hipsters. The Generation Z people are just going with unironic old people look. They're the ones who invented ugly glasses on pretty girls. I don't understand it, guys. I don't understand it. They brought back mom jeans. They brought back fanny packs. I'm done. What is going on? But they did not bring back the teen romance because that's been there as long as we've had teenagers.
It's never gone away.
And so there are some things that never go out of style. And that's definitely going to be one of them.
Yeah, teen romance.
Yeah.
Teen romance forever. Mm-hmm. In a heart.
This guy. So should you watch it? I mean, it's a big if. If you're in the mood, this is that genre of movie. Everyone else can afford to miss it. But please do tell us who your definition of a classic leading man is in the comments, because gosh, I want to know.
That'll be interesting.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.